Well, the pretty striped corn looks like it's about ready. And I broke this one off yesterday at the ground. So let's see. The silks are brown all the way down. They don't pull out though. I know I can't do this one-handed. But that is interesting. They definitely aren't formed yet. Way too early. But look at the way they're coloring up. Now, isn't that interesting? Aren't those leaves tasty? Definitely not ripe enough. And these are going to be little tiny, I guess, purple. Thought they were blue. Purple or blue. Got one ear of corn. It's got pretty leaves though, and pretty cobs. Let's see what we got. But I can't set the camera down someplace. Ooh, pretty silks in different colors. There's that little cob of corn. That little ear, little cob. Oh, aren't they beautiful? That chicken feed. Still getting strawberries. There's not enough to eat with Twinkies. But this one's got a boo-boo. I'm going to give it to Sissy. She loves strawberries. This one is doing really well at throwing runners. So I just put little pots up here and I'll pin them down. See, more strawberries. And a couple of years ago I put these out here on the ones that did the best on strawberry bearing. I put these little indicators on the plants that did the best at bearing strawberries a couple of years ago. Well, I've picked 3 of the dragon fruit that I could reach. And I'll go clean them up and throw them in the freezer before they go bad. I have a tendency to forget things. But I like them when they get a little shrivelly. They still have no flavor. But they're good for you. And I throw them in smoothies. Well, the moringa didn't make it. I had 2 of them come up. Whoops. That one definitely didn't make it. And I planted 2 seeds over here. And nope, no luck. Got a celery though. What happened was they were growing, they had leaves, they were looking decent, and something came and ate all the leaves off. I was hoping that it would come back, but since the weather's been in the 90s, it says no. But Zulie's walking onions, they're coming up. And so it's a nice weed for chickens. As you notice, there's a cage on it because they decided they would get up there and dig around. They don't want to eat the onions. They just want to dig around. And here we have mixed cabbage and mixed lettuces. Once they start setting some true leaves, I'll start transplanting some of them. And look, I have echinacea. Thank you, Zulie. That is so funny. These are pinto beans out of a bag that you would cook for dinner. Stuck in a dozen seeds or whatever. And it looks like 2 of them were climbers. And the rest are bush. At least this time I'll remember not to eat them like green beans, but save them. But I would have thought I was hoping I would get a whole row of them. But nope. Bush, and unproductive bush at that. And look at what a good job the girls have been doing at keeping the wandering Jew down. That's their favorite chicky candy. And between the birds knocking the peaches down and whatever bug got in there and was biting this tree, I'm not going to have any kind of peach pie. There's a few left over here. A nice one over there. But even the ones I protected with the little piece of hardware cloth, they got underneath and knocked those off. So far it's only the birds that I've noticed. The birds and the bugs that are causing the damage. You can see where something has bit it and started it rotting. Oh, it's been bit several different times that it survived. Well, that one, it didn't survive. It's just starting to get soft. But the chickens do like it. So they get a treat. And the peach pie. Well, nope, not going to have any peach pie. In between the birds knocking the outer ones off very easily. And then this bug thing. I don't know if it's a wasp that was tasting the peaches and then put in whatever, the peaches would start rotting on the outside. So I ate the other side. I did actually get 6 peaches, but that wasn't enough for any kind of a peach pie. And they didn't come on all at once, so I just ate them out here. Well, let's see how things are doing in here. Well, I see I need to cut out the sweet potatoes. But I got a little cabbage there, weird looking thing. Nightshade needs to come out. More nightshade. Kowabi, how you doing? You're not finishing up, but I give it to the chickens and they like it. At least it's not full of cabbage moths. Oh, but a little morning glory. Oh, parrots. Celery's doing mighty fine. Time to put it up and see if anybody wants it. We have a thing called buy nothing. And if you want to get rid of virtually anything, you put it up there and somebody will take it. But for some reason, this one didn't do well, but all the rest did very, very well. Lemon tree update. This is the carrotwood seeds, those orange ones. This is the unwashed lemon seed. These are the washed lemon seeds, and it looks like the unwashed did the best. I only got a few that actually transplanted. It kind of died. And those are coming up. I'll get those into larger pots so they can grow on their own. Well, this corn was a total fail. There's a little cob right there. There'd be like 3 or 4 kernels. But I did open that up so the chickens, the new girls, could get more wandering Jew. And they're doing a pretty good job of starting here and working their way back. So they'll have some snacks for a while. These are the best little volunteer cherry tomatoes. And then the chickens discovered them, the new girls. They liked them. And it's so much fun watching them discover new foods. So there's not very many ripe ones, but it's still blooming. But the problem is, the flowers will not set if it's below 65 during the day or above 85 during the day. And we've been in the 90s, pushing 100. Haven't broke the 100 yet, at least not at my house. But it keeps the tomatoes from setting. So once it cools down, because this seems to be an ever-growing, ever-being, never-dying tomato plant. And if not, I'm sure there's some little tomatoes that fell down that will germinate and give me more plants next year, and the year after, and the year after, and the year after. Good morning, girls. Think I got something good for you? Yeah, go hit the water bowl before you fill it up with dirt again. You're on a hunt for bugs? Something good out here, huh? Says Mom moved something. We know there's bugs under everything. There goes Frick. There goes Frack. She's got the white tail. Frick has got the red tail. And chop and drop is the same as composting. They really need to be, hello, 3-inch pieces. So I just chop them up and let them drop. Then when I build my compost pile, and then when I build a new compost pile, I just go rake the yard and throw it in. Pimento's blooming again. I already got 8 pimentos off of that plant. I'm waiting for these to get fully ripened so they'll be nice and sweet. In fact, I like to wait until they start to wrinkle just a little bit. Then I chop them up and throw them in the freezer. The marigolds are slowing down. Now, if I want them to bloom again, I need to take off all the spent flowers. And then it'll put out a whole new flush. I may do that to one of them so I can save the seeds. But I think they're so pretty. And then my volunteer figs. I don't know whose fig tree they're getting them from, but it certainly isn't mine. I have been able to eat several ripe figs this year, but as you can see, it still isn't critter proof. I have to wait until it cools down enough to put the wire up. If it would have came when I ordered it the first time instead of the 5th time, this thing would be secure. Oh, sweet potato's still growing. That peach tree's starting to put on some good growth this year. Maybe I'll get peaches next year. It will be 3 years old. This is not Queen Anne's lace. This is the purple carrots, which I planted from seeds this year. I thought carrots were biennials, where they would put the seeds on their 2nd year. But that's okay. I will save these. And the chickens decided they like carrot frogs. So they've been plucking those down. But isn't that so pretty? What do you do when all the really good figs are on the opposite side of the cage? Well, I cut a little harvest window. This one had 4 really nice ones. Well, here's number 5. Don't drop it, don't drop it. It's not oozing milk, so it means it's perfect. And it's soft. No, it's not ripe, even though it's not oozing milk. And 4 little fruit flies flew out of it. Not the wasps, but fruit flies. I wonder if they laid eggs and I've got maggots in there. Well, it tastes good. And did you know, if you go and eat bugs, they burn your mouth? At least the ones I've ended up eating. So if your mouth starts burning when you eat something, it's 'cause it got a bug in it, and you ate the bug. I blocked this off again. The big girls, they can do a lot more damage than the littles. But I don't think I'm going to get any time melon squash this year. I planted them way, way, way too late. Oh, that's when I found the seeds. I planted them when I found the seeds. And the crinum lilies are blooming nicely. At least these are. These were the original ones I planted, probably 40 years ago. And look what I see. An avocado branch. And it looks like it's putting out a lot of leaves, so I need to get the chayote off of it. Well, with some more pruning, I found some more avocado tree. I don't know when it blooms. That's the one thing, it does bloom. It just hasn't had anything to cross-pollinate with. But the neighbor over there, look at all the apples. She's got 2 avocado trees in her front yard. So at least there's the potential to get pollinated if it decides to bloom. Looking for artichoke seeds. They're seeds, but none of them are fat, so none of them have been pollinated. I was hoping, but she is throwing off a pup. And I didn't get any of them this year because they went straight. And you can't eat something like that because it's too dry, too tough, and no meat. See, how is this tomato challenge doing? Well, they were moldy. They're no longer moldy. Just have to make sure I keep them dry, otherwise they sprout on me. Ooh, and I've got purple green beans. Purple string beans. I think I'll give them another day or two. Get a little bigger. Better not wait too long in this heat. And one of the things about never turning your bed, planter boxes, whatever, unless it's a weed, I got something good coming up. I got Malabar spinach. It didn't give me much spinach leaves this year, but it certainly wanted to bloom. I'll let it. Now that's interesting. A few days ago the gladiola blew over, and now it's turning up. Oh, you're so pretty. I'll get you in the ground this fall. Had no place ready for you.